Hello there, this is Christy from K-Fan. I'm just gonna go ahead and react to Blood, Sweat, and Tears today. I just finished reading Demian by Herman Hesse, which, as we know, is one of Namjoon's recommended book list books. And I know that it's a big influence on the Blood, Sweat, and Tears music video. By the way, I just recorded a review of Demian that's going to be up on my book channel the same time that this video is coming up on my Kpop channel. So if you're interested in hearing more about Demian and my thoughts on it, head over to my book channel. I'll also link that down below. I remember my first thoughts upon watching Blood, Sweat, and Tears was that, wow, this is like a very sexual video. I'm a Butter Era army. This was my first exposure to BTS as sexy, which their stage personas pull off really well. I can already tell you after reading Demian, that totally makes sense. Like, Demian is in large part about a young boy's awakening to the darkness inside of him. And part of that is puberty, and he's just like really overwhelmed by his sexual desires, and nobody at the time was really there to help him talk about this. This is set in 1919, I believe, is when it came out in Germany, and it's set like just previously to World War I. So obviously the values and sexual norms were different then. Let's do it! Beautiful. Just being kids, right? So this is like almost like they're having a good happy time. So okay, I'm just gonna pause it already, I'm sorry. In the beginning of Demian by Herman Hesse, everything is light and joy and happiness because the main character, Sinclair, is living with his parents, and there is like literally nothing wrong for him. He's just having a fairy tale childhood, right? And then when he first encounters evil in the world, in the form of a bully, and inside of himself, it gives him like the worst kind of anxiety. He's a very spiritually sensitive character, Sinclair is. I feel like this beginning, it's like his happy family. This is BTS and their happy little family, enjoying some wholesome art. And also, okay, a lot of the influences that come later in the book that give Sinclair some answers to like the sexual tensions and a lot of the problems that he's facing inside himself come from the ancient world. That's where those influences come from. Abraxas is the name of a god that's like half god, half devil. Like, he's part good, part evil. And so when you're worshiping him, you're worshiping both parts of yourself, the good and the bad. You're acknowledging that they both exist, and you are embracing them, and you're looking for wisdom inside of yourself. It's a very ancient kind of philosophy. And so it makes sense that they're looking at all these like Grecian art. I'm not really an art major kind of person. I'm just getting the impression that these are very ancient works of art. They're examining them. Ah, sugar. I love their outfits. And their hair. And their faces. Beautiful Jin. I don't know what painting that was. I had this as my phone screen for a while.
잘 알고 있어. 이건 나를 벌받게 할 줄. Pictures of cream, sweeter than sweet. Chocolate cheeks and chocolate wings. But 너의 날개는 악마의 걸. 너의 그 sweet 앞엔 비려비려.
Okay, so this covering the eyes thing is like an innocence thing. Again, the peaches and cream, sweeter than sweet, chocolate cheeks, very innocent, happy childhood. That dichotomy between the innocence and sweetness of childhood versus the adult that you grow up into. Your wings are devil's wings. There is bitter next to your sweet. Seems very Demian to me. He's talking about people That dichotomy between the dark and the light is inside of all of us. And Namjoon must recognize this about human nature, this idea of the fact that we have good and evil inside of us. It's exciting that he resonates with that idea, because that's something that I definitely believe as well. Namjoon, if you're curious, is my bias wrecker. Okay, so the whiskey is you that he's drinking deeply of. So that's the relationship element. A lot of the BTS songs have a relationship element, and they're about a lot of other things. And this is something that I love about K-pop as well. A lot of times they'll have the relationship element of like the pop song, but then they'll have all these metaphors piled on top of it. This person that he's being attracted to is supposed to be symbolizing the dark side of himself, where he's not sure if he should get close, if he should resist, etc. But he's just like feeling like I can't. So he's seeing the dichotomy of good and evil in this person, this other person that he has the relationship with. Interesting. And he's not sure he wants to get involved. It's very much like Sinclair and Demian. It's their relationship. What is going on with Jin? Is he still like super innocent in this so far? Because he's like looking back, like, is this looking back to his childhood? He's like not sure he should be at this table drinking this wine. He's so in his character. I love it. Ooh. Okay, so Hobie at this point is saying, I don't want to come to my senses. Grab me tight. Deeply poisoned by the jail of you. That's such a Yoongi line. I love it. And Jungkook in the prayer motion. He looks so innocent. So I feel like V is already like, he's not looking back. He's just kind of like being sucked in. I feel like he's into it. Oh, I'm enjoying this so much. This is such a treat after reading the novel. I think this is gonna be like one of my favorite music videos now. There's so much there.
He too was a tempter. He too was a link to the second. The evil world with which I no longer wanted to have anything to do.
Okay. That is a quote from Demian. This is Sinclair talking to Demian. And he's saying, this guy, he saved me from a bully, but I'm still afraid of him and getting close to him because of what that would mean. The things that this guy believes are kind of risky to what I believe. So he's like, he's a tempter. I'm not sure I want to get involved with this guy. So good. I mean, it's so like sensual and attractive, and that completely makes sense because the devil is very sensual and attractive. My theory and Jennifer's theory was that Demian is actually a demon, which doesn't actually line up with Hesse's beliefs. But it just makes sense with this music video. You know, if Demian is... Oh, closing the eyes again. Yeah, if Demian is a demon, he is a tempter, and he would be very appealing to the senses. You would have to say no. Okay, so this guy, he has black wings. So he's like a mix of good and evil, as is Jin. Jin has the black and white on as well. Oh my gosh. They're like fitting together. Yep. Jin falling. Yeah. V has already lost his wings. So V was the tempter. Oh, they're all crying green. Oh, that look from Jungkook, right? Jin! Oh my gosh, that was intense. Oh, I loved that so much. Wow. I'm gonna have to go watch that a million more times. Thanks for watching this, guys. Let me know your comments down below. I'll talk to you soon. I hope you enjoyed this.